the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he's coming out of the end zone. So Appalachian State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Dropping back, it's Garrett. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here, he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost it.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Gossett. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Garrett. Hines is tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Flips it out to the back. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here on 3rd down. Off play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Mountaineers have taken it inside the 20. To the air on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. The official says no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Final play of the quarter coming. Scanning the field, it's Garrett. Gets it out fast. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Westbrook. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Westbrook. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with the back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get a first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Garrett. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Runs through a tackle. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. To the air on 2nd down. Dumps it off in the flats. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Whitehead. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. And they're able to get him down.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting a run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Lets it fly. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
To throw, it's Garrett. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell the defense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Got a man, it's Westbrook. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
Western Michigan, 10. App State, 0.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run the toss. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man, it's Garrett. Bringing the heat. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed, and running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They are up by 35 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is. Receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Snagged in the middle. It's Gideon. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That'll close the gap to 14. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Rushes on him. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Garrett. Makes the catch. It's Randolph. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll give it to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Gideon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mountaineers are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. Open space at the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Gideon. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Trying to find the end zone. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Bounds some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll move the wide receiver. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Still on his feet at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Broncos, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Toss sweep right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a man. It's Garrett. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Broncos looking to convert on 4th down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
This time it's complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take it. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and goal for the offense. To give. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, 3rd down. Nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries.